Happy Wednesday evening. It is must-see Wednesday night YouTube TV, however you want to say it. We are entering into the second phase, which is myself. We always start off with KB at 7 p.m. He's wrapping up his conversation with Johnny Loves Movies right now. And then at 9:15, right after me, head over to Bob's Blu-rays channel because we have another inductee into the Hall of Fame. It is Huck's Pop Culture Cafe. Huck is being inducted. So congratulations, Huck. I will head on over after I give out digital codes and obviously my live stream. I'm looking a little haggard, Pajamas are on. The cowlick is going a little nuts, but you know what? We're here just to rank the Fast and Furious franchise. That's what we're doing tonight, okay? So I made my decision. It's sitting here next to me. Let's do this. So I'm gonna go like 3 movies and then get to you guys and then like go back and forth. If you feel like commenting or in the chat what your Fast and Furious ranking is, please let me know. I'm always curious to see what people are ranking, when, how, all that good stuff. And digital codes, as always, 15 minutes past and quarter of. You guys know the drill. So before I get into the Fast and Furious ranking, let's see who's here, as always. We are starting off with 28 people and 17 likes. That's a great start, but slam that like button if you have not already. Truly does help me out with the pesky little YouTube algorithm that I know and love. It's a love-hate relationship. Okay. All right. Starting off with Constance Cherry. She's number 1. Hi, Susan. Hi, everyone. First for a change. Well, welcome, Constance, as always. Always here in the live streams every single week. Edward is here. Evening, Sue. Hope you're well and had a good day. I had a good birthday. Happy birthday. And for my birthday, I got Angry Birds 2 and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish on Blu-ray. Well, that is fantastic. Physical media for anything, whether it be a birthday, a holiday, a random Saturday, it doesn't matter. It's always great. So that's awesome. Deadpool fanatic number 1 saying hello, Movies&Sue. I love the little, emoji of the board. What is that? I don't even know the name. Happy Wednesday. Smash that like button. Yes, slam that like button. Or, Cody would say roundhouse kick that like button. I'm sure he'll pop up at some time and say that. All right, here I am saying, hey, show me your, tell me your ranking. Gentleman Ghost is here. Hello, Sue, and everyone else. Adrian James also here in the chat saying hello, Susan. Tiffany is here. Tiffany, you messaged me on Instagram. I did reply to you. I hope you saw that. Tiffany messaged me. She reached out. She's considering starting a YouTube channel, so I highly encourage it. We need more females in the physical media realm, so I am fully supporting you. Please start a channel. We need more girls. But Tiffany is saying, hello, Susan. Just watch your June releases that are coming out. Gotta say, Evil Dead Rise is on my June pickup list. Just to give you guys an update, if you saw my 4K sneak peek video that I put up like 2 hours ago, apparently there's been a change. No, wait, not for June. No. Okay, this coming Tuesday, sorry, brain fart. This coming Tuesday, we were supposed to have Rain Man. Guess what? It got delayed again. It's coming out in June. So instead of this coming Tuesday, it's coming out June 13th on John Wick Chapter 4 Day. Of course. So Rain Man has been delayed yet again. It's like the second or third time now that they've delayed Rain Man. Not really sure why, but Rain Man is delayed, just to let you guys know. So it's not that I left it out on purpose. They literally just delayed it an hour ago. I happened to go on there and I saw that they moved it. I was like, damn it! I didn't get it in my video because I didn't know, because they moved it last minute. I can't be perfect with everything. Okay. Mr. Scott saying, hey, everybody, and you wonderful. Couple of things. Tonight is the season finale of all 3 Chicago shows, and tonight is the final episode of The Flash after 9 years of seasons, 1 last run. Well, enjoy that. I'm sure you're going to watch it, and you will enjoy it. Maria is here saying, hello, Sue, and everyone in the chat. Hello, Maria. How are you? Tony is here. Tony had a good time ranking the 5 trilogies that we love the most If you did not see that live stream, head over to Tony P's channel, Tony's Movies and More, and check that out. We did that, Monday night. I get my days confused, all messed up. We did that Monday night, so check out that live stream. Tons of fun with the Steelbook crew. Tony, as always, saying, hey, Susan, everyone, how's it going tonight? Speaking of being in the stream, Mizzy E, he was there as well. Hey, Sue and chat, happy hump day. Then I come in. Then we have Geriatric Geek is here. Hello, Sue and chat, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to everyone. I hope everyone is having a good week so far. All right, Gentleman Ghost saying went and seen Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, was very underwhelmed. Didn't like the soundtrack, didn't like the direction they took in this movie. Least favorite movie out of the franchise. Well, that's a shame. I'm sorry that you didn't enjoy it. It's very tough to watch. That's the thing. I'm extremely sensitive to the material that they cover in Guardians Volume 3. So I was crying buckets. I'm not even going to deny it. I don't think I've cried like that. I don't even know when. I didn't even cry that much in Endgame. Like, I was a puddle. I was a mess during Guardians Volume 3. So I'm sorry you did not enjoy it. But hopefully maybe something else in the future with Marvel. All right, Case and True Love saying, hey, Sue. Hi, y'all. Adam J saying, Sue into his house. When I say it, it sounds so horrible. Horrible attempt at trying to be cool. Yeah, same here. Like, it just does not work. Cake Film saying hi. Packer602, hello, Susan, and Mama Blue. Yes, Mama Blu-ray, if you guys did not know, made her live stream debut Monday night, later on Bob's Blu-rays live stream with Mid-Levolution. They were having their own little live stream happening with just the three of them. And Mama Blu-ray and I kind of crashed their live stream for about 5-10 minutes. It was a lot of fun. So go and check that one out as well if you want to see my mom on a live stream. You want to see Mama Blue in action, then there you go. Okay, let's see. Saying hi. Speaking of the man, Bob's Blu-rays. Hello, Susan. I hope you have been having a good day. Look forward to hearing your thoughts on the franchise. Have a great stream. Thank you, Bob. My mom is here saying enjoyed all except 9. We'll get to that. We'll get to that, Mom. Cake Film says 9 sucks. Mizzy agrees. Yes, F9 is the weakest. My mom's saying my man Bob in the house. GR saying hello, Susan. Tim is here. Tim Talks Talkies. Waving, saying Sue, and everyone in the chat. What's going on, Tim? Malachi, hi, Sue. June will make me broke. I already pre-ordered Avatar 1 and 2 Steelbook and Evil Dead Rise. Yes, June is not messing around as far as 4Ks. Those are only the 4Ks in my video. Not even the Blu-rays. We're going broke in June. Okay. Maria is saying my favorite Fast and Furious are from 4 through 10, but I really like 10. Wow, awesome. Movie Hunter 2020 saying evening, everyone. Thai Movie Database is here saying hello. C.S. Scott, good evening. Jesse Johns, hey, what's going on? Jay Smith saying hey, 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 with a little heart emoji. Basement Blues Tony the Table, what's going on, Tony? So happy you are here, always. Sean, hi, everyone. What's going on, Sean? Maria saying, I saw your video. There are a lot of 4Ks coming. Yes, indeed, there are. That's why I do what I do, to keep you guys informed. So that way you know how broke you're going to be, okay? I try to help as much as I can. All right, Douglas is saying, need to get to the 9th Fast and Furious movie, then the 10th, 11th, and the 12th. They're not calling them like 11 and 12. They're like part 2 of 10. Like, it's so weird. All right, Malachi saying my favorite in order is 5, 4, 7. You put 5 twice. 1, X, 8, 2, 3, and hated F9. Okay. I think that's pretty much the consensus. Everyone just doesn't really like 9. All right, Cake Films. Seeing Fast X tomorrow. I'm excited. Okay, so you haven't seen it yet. Just to let you know, my plan is not to spoil the 10th movie at all. I'm not going to go like deep diving into like really anything. I'm just telling you where it's ranked, reasons why, and that's it. I'm in, I'm out. It's not going to be a full-on analysis of every single movie, just to let you guys know. All right, Baba Scott 1, guess what my fan made? Da, da, da. Okay, no self-promotion in the chat, please. Thank you. Appreciate. Appreciate. All right, Baba saying thanks again, Bonnie. What's my mom doing? What's she doing? All right, Tony's saying it was great seeing Sue and Mama. I know, Tony. Who doesn't love Mama Blu-ray? You know, she's just so cute. How can you not love her? Grady saying just rewatched all the Fast and Furious films and went and saw Fast X. And for me, all of the Fast films have some redeeming qualities, with the exception of F9. That one, every single one except the ninth. That one was horrible. Fast X was good. Oh, so funny. Sean is saying hi to my mom. My mom is saying, Bob and Tony, it was so much fun. The live stream, not F9. Okay. Mikey won 100. Am I the only one that hates the Fast and Furious franchise? I don't hate the franchise. There are certain movies that I really enjoy, and there's certain movies that I do not really enjoy, which I will let you know about. I'm not sure if anyone else has a hatred for the franchise. It's been in our lives for so long. It's been like, what, 20 years now? That's pretty insane when you think about it. C.S. Scott had a thrill ride watching Fast X. Michael saying, hi, Sue. After Paul Walker died, the movies are pure garbage. Ty saying, not family, Mikey. Jesse John saying 3 and 9 are at the bottom for me. Rodney Dollar is saying, hey, Susan, haven't been here in a while. Yes, I've noticed. Welcome. But also seeing The Little Mermaid tomorrow. Enjoy with friends, and even Saturday. And RIP to, yes, let me mention this really quickly. Today, hours ago, we lost an icon, Tina Turner. Tina Turner unfortunately passed away, I believe, 83 years old at her home in Switzerland. I guess she was battling a very long illness, and we lost her today. It's going to be felt, and that's going to hurt, because she was such an icon, such a legend, and a survivor. Most importantly, she was the definition of a survivor. So RIP to Tina Turner. Let's just play her music all night tonight if possible, because she was amazing. Okay. Got to get that out there. Got to respect Miss Tina. Hopefully now we'll get What's Love Got to Do With It on Blu-ray. Fingers crossed. All right, Steve is saying, greetings, Sue and Flick Fiends. What's going on, Steve? All right, Ty is saying that Tokyo Drift is overhated. I am agreeing with you, Ty. I'm agreeing with you, and I'll get to that when, I talk about it in my little list here. GR is saying, do you think Best Buy will come up with a Steelbook box set for F1 to F10? I don't know about a Steelbook box set. That would be hella expensive if it was a Steelbook box set. I'm not sure about that. I think eventually they'll do a really... The thing is, though, when is it going to be done? Because we already know there's multiple, last installments here. And then I think Vin Diesel opened his big mouth and said, we're going to have like a woman-focused spin-off franchise. Like, what's going on? Like, is it ever going to end? I don't know. He is milking this cow for everything that it's worth, because he's going to be the producer on whatever spin-offs they do, and he'll probably, poke in here and there and drop himself in there. Like, is Fast and Furious the only thing that Vin Diesel can do? He's got to move on. He's got to move on and find something else, because it's just getting pathetic at this point. Okay. It's just getting bad. I don't know about a Steelbook box set. I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, my killer podcast. My killer. What's up, Mel? Hey, what's up? What's up? Sorry I can't stay, but wanted to jump in, say hello to the beautiful Sue. Oh, I love you. And all you fine people. I'm not looking so beautiful right now, but you know what? I will take any compliment I can get. Thank you, Mel. I understand you are a busy lady. You're wanted. You're in live streams and podcasts and a whole bunch of stuff everywhere. So I thank you for popping in. I truly do appreciate it. Okay. Mikey's saying I'm so beautiful. Thanks. I don't feel beautiful, but thanks for the compliment. All right. C.S. Scott saying, I think Jason Momoa was hilarious in Fast X. We'll get to that. All right, Ty is saying that Fast X was disappointing for me, but loved Jason Momoa. All right, let's, you know what? It's 15 minutes past. Let's do digital codes, and then we'll hop into my ranking because I got all my movies right next to me. And then we'll get back to you guys. All right, so right now we have 52 people, 39 likes. That's awesome. Slam the like button if you have not already. All right, digital codes for tonight. Here's how it works. If you're brand new here, if you've never done it before, follow me over on Twitter. Once you are at Movies&Sue, private message me and let me know out of these codes I'm about to announce which one you're the most interested in. I randomly pick winners every single week. If you hear from me, you won. If you don't hear from me, there's always next week where you could try to win. I try to mix it up as often as I can, and only one per person. I cannot guarantee they're going to work because sometimes they're older titles, but sometimes they do still work, and I want to give them a chance. Okay, so tonight we have Jurassic World Dominion, Nope, The Black Phone, Halloween Ends, Young Sherlock Holmes, The Banshees of Inisherin, The Green Knight, and Beast with Idris Elba. Remember that movie, Beast, with the large, lion? There we go. So there you go. Those are the codes. Those are the codes. I will repeat them in a half hour in case you missed or you want to repeat or whatever. Okay, here we go. So bottom of the barrel for the Fast and Furious ranking, I think it's pretty obvious. We all pretty much feel the same way about F9. It jumped the shark like majorly when it went to space. Once you go to space, in my opinion, it's just truly ridiculous. That was actually a joke on Twitter, I believe. And I feel like the producers, the creators, like whoever probably saw it on social media and said, wow, what a great joke that would be. Let's put it in there. And they did. They did. And they went to space. Once they did that, it was completely stupid. But there was other circumstances in this movie that just made it horrible. Like it wasn't the opening, but it was like the first major sequence when they hear from Mr. Nobody and they have to go and like grab that stupid device or whatever. And I always call it when Dom and Letty are in the car, and first of all, the other three are like defying gravity by like going up like a bridge that's literally crumbling. Okay, physics, people, physics. That's not possible. So that was stupid. And then Dom and Letty in the car behind them trying to do the same thing, but there's no bridge. So what does Dom do? I always call it, he hitches a ride on a piece of dental floss and a toothpick and like swings his way around. That was so dumb. It's so dumb. So because of that, there's so many instances like that throughout this entire movie that just make it so stupid. This is bad. This is a bad, and plus it's boring. Like I've seen this, I think 3 times now at home. I fall asleep every single time, like right in the middle. They could have cut like 15 minutes at least out of this movie. It's way too long. I fall asleep. It's boring. So F9 is the worst. Okay. For some reason, I think I'm too close. Am I too close? That's better. Okay. Runner up to the bottom. This may surprise a lot of you, but trust me, I have a reason for doing this. It's the 4th installment. So hold on. I have my reason. The reason being is that I can't remember the plot line of this movie besides Brian is an FBI agent and Letty dies. Those are the only 2 things about this movie that I can remember. Sequences, I'm like, what did they do? I have no clue. And because of that, if it's not memorable, it's going to the bottom of the list. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, F9 is bad, but at least I can remember elements of that movie. But I can't remember dick about this film at all whatsoever. So it's not the worst, but it's the second to the worst because I can't remember anything about the film. And that's pretty bad. So that's the runner-up for being the worst. All right. Third from the bottom. This may surprise people too, but as always, I have a reason, and I'm losing viewers as I'm saying this. I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone, but it's Too Fast, Too Furious. And the reason why is because to me, this is more of like a buddy cop movie because you don't have the crew. You don't have Dom Toretto. You don't have Mia. Like, you don't have anyone. You have Paul Walker, and then we get the introduction of Tyrese's character, and that's it. And it's more of like a buddy cop film. It's not really a Fast and Furious movie to me. So but at least I can remember what it's about. I know the elements. Eva Mendes is in the movie as well. Like, I know the plot line of this movie. It's not my favorite to watch, so that's why it's towards the bottom as well. Am I surprising some of you with these choices? I don't know. Comment and let me know. But yeah, Too Fast, Too Furious is third from the bottom for me. I mean, whenever I rewatch this franchise, it could always change, guys. It always changes because it's like when the wind blows. It depends on what mood I'm in, like you never know. All right, let's get to you guys because I don't want to ignore you, and then we'll go back to the ranking so you know where I'm at. All right, so Jesse John's saying so best to worst. No, I'm going worst to best, obviously, because I started. Mr. Scott is saying, I can agree if they stopped at 7, that would have been on a high note. Absolutely. I'm going to, get into that when I get to Furious 7. Jay Smith, I've only seen the Fast movies once as they've released, so I don't really remember any of them. So you are majorly due for a rewatch for all of them. Some of them are good. Some of them are good. Some of them there's like a cluster that's at the top. There's a certain, sequence of movies that's, at my top. I think that's pretty much the same for everyone. I could be wrong, but all right. Matthew is saying, I did love Fast X, and I realized Jason Momoa's character was perceived as weak, as if you didn't have anybody on this side, she would be useless, but I like the fact that he was playing flamboyant. We'll get to that. Jesse John saying, I thought Fast 10 was pretty good. 10 times better than 9 was. Yes, I agree. Mizzy saying, if they make money, they will bleed it dry. Yes, anything that makes money, they will just go, go, go. I understand. All right, Grady is saying, hot take, my favorite character in the Fast franchise is Cypher. Hey, it's my Charlize. I like her too. I'm a sucker for Charlize Theron. Her fight scenes in Fast X are killer. Yeah, let's try to avoid spoilers for Fast X. Not like that's a spoiler or anything, but just let you know there's some people in the room that probably haven't seen that movie yet. So no spoilers. All right, Douglas is saying 20 years and it's all about family. There's a mini movie in there somehow. Okay. CS Scott is saying F9 has flaws everywhere. Oh, absolutely. Up, down, sideways. It's all over the place. Jesse John saying, I think he said Fast 10 is split in 3 movies now, which is kind of dumb. Yeah, I don't know. Vin Diesel like threw that out on the red carpet at the premiere of Fast X. But the thing is that Fast X did not have that strong of an opening weekend here domestically. Internationally, it killed it, and it made over 300 million worldwide. But domestically, it only made 67 million. So I would not go ahead and make this a trilogy ending. Let's just wrap this thing up. Like, how much story do we have to tell that we have a third installment? It's not needed. We don't need it. You're going to like drag out this franchise. It's just, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't need to. All right, Tony is saying Fast and Furious just needs to end already. I get Guardians is over, but he needs work, but please move on. Yeah, that's all he has is Fast and Furious and Guardians. And both Guardians is done and Fast and Furious is going to be done too. I lost my, oh, there we go. I was going to say I lost my viewer count and my likes, but they came back. Okay, we're at 60 people and 40 likes, by the way. Slam that like button if you have not already. Okay, thank you. Packers saying, I hope Vin Diesel doesn't milk the Riddick movies. I mean, when's the last time we got one of those? I don't even know. Matthew is saying, I love how Jason Momoa's character just kind of flamboyant, and they made us look weak without his people around him. He was nothing. All right. Jay is saying it should have ended after 5, in my opinion. Wow, 5. Interesting. Julian saying, hey, Susan, you have to pick up Creepshow 4K in June. I think you'd like it. A lot of people are commenting now and telling me that, so I'll probably listen to you guys and pick it up. Hollow Notes is here saying, hey, Sue, what's going on? C.S. Scott saying F9 script is messy. What movie isn't messy of the Fast and Furious franchise? They're all messy. All right, Jay is saying, I haven't seen F9, Sue. Should I skip it and just go see Fast X instead, or will I be confused? Listen, the only Fast and Furious movie you need to see to understand Fast X is Fast 5. You should see Fast 5 because they do connect. Jason Momoa's character is connected to someone from the past, from that movie, so that would really help you. You don't need F9. You don't. Just skip it. But Fast 5, I recommend a rewatch of that and then go and see Fast X. And then everything will be crystal clear for you. Absolutely. All right, Jim Jam, movies and TV. Hi, Sue. It's early morning in the UK. Well, I know it is late over there, so I appreciate you popping in, Jim Jam. I think this is your first time here, Jim Jam. I like Jim Jam. I like saying it. Okay. All right, Tony is saying, I can't really rank this franchise because I only really like the 1st, 5th, and 7th. That is fine, Tony. You can rank them in that order. Is that the order? 1st, 5th, and 7th? I don't know. All right. Oh, Tiana's here. What's going on, Tiana? Hey, everyone. Sorry I'm late. If you guys are not subscribed to Tiana's YouTube channel, she just started it back up again. Then please go over and subscribe to her. Tiana Loves Movies. I believe she has 2 videos, right, Tiana? 2 videos up on her channel. So go and support her. Another female in the community. Love to see it. So go and support. All right, Grady's saying, I low-key don't mind they're going to do an all-female spinoff because Hobbs and Shaw was a spinoff and that was better than over half of the actual Fast films. That is kind of true. Okay, CS Scott, Mizzy, Fast and Furious 4, yeah, the tunnels. But you know what? I forget about the tunnel. They're not memorable at all whatsoever. CS Scott, I haven't got Fast and Furious 4 in my collection yet. Gotta get on it. That's all I'm going to say. Gotta get on it. All right, GR, Sue, what steelbooks do you have from this franchise? I have all the steelbooks except for 2 and 7, and that's why I have them on 4K, because I do not have the steelbooks for 2 and 7, but I have these. I just ordered them from Groove. They were on sale. All right. Kyler Cruz, hi Sue, what'd you think of Fast X? Well, I will let you know a little bit of my thoughts when I get to it in my ranking. So let's get back to the ranking. I don't want to, merge. I don't want to venture. There we go. I don't want to venture. Merge and venture. I don't know. I don't want to venture too far away from the ranking. Okay, so to recap you, my worst is 9. Then we have Fast 4 because I can't remember shit from that movie. Then Too Fast, Too Furious. So in 4th from the bottom is Tokyo Drift. Yes, Tokyo Drift is not like the very bottom. I previously, like a couple of years ago, I think before Fast 9, I did, or after Fast 9, or after Fast 9 came out, I did a Fast and Furious ranking like 2 years ago. And Tokyo Drift was way at the bottom. I think it was at the bottom. But this recent rewatch that I did, I enjoyed it a lot more. Now, granted, it doesn't have any of our cast members, any of our crew that we are familiar with until, the very end. But it's not a bad movie. I do agree. It is kind of overhated. It's not the most entertaining. It's not the most entertaining as far as awesome sequences. But it's very similar to the first Fast and Furious movie where it's focused on the cars and it's focused on the racing and you're focused on, boy having crush on girl and, and being an outsider. And that's what it's focused on. It's not a bad movie. It's really not. But when you take away the characters that we are so familiar with, that we're attached to, and you give us, this guy with the accent, the country accent, the country bumpkin, that like we don't have an attachment to, and we never saw him again until later on in the franchise, it's kind of like, meh, what was that? But upon rewatching it, I didn't mind it. I really didn't. So yeah, it is a little bit higher. It's like lower mid, I guess. So yes, Tokyo Drift is a little bit higher on my rank. All right, next in line, because I had to write it down because it's Fast X. There we go. It's Fast X. Let me fold this. Fast X, there we go, is next in line. This movie is so over the top and ridiculous. Circumstances ridiculous. Let me put this down. Circumstances ridiculous. Yes, absolutely. But you know that going into a Fast and Furious movie, you know it's going to be completely over the top. I have no problem with that, as long as it doesn't go too out of control, like with going into space, So this one was well maintained with the ridiculousness over the top thing. I found it very entertaining. The highlight for me and for Mama Blu-ray was Jason Momoa, because every time he was on screen, we were laughing our asses off. Can I just tell you? Anytime he had his hair in, I almost did pigtails tonight in honor of him. He had pigtails. He was wearing scrunchies, guys. Scrunchies. He was wearing like pink and purple scrunchies. He was like a very weird, flamboyant version of the Joker in this movie. I'm kind of wondering if he took that as an influence for this character. I mean, he was just so outlandish and so out there. It was hilarious. So he was definitely the highlight of the film for me. What I didn't like so much was that we kind of had separate storylines happening. I'm not going to get into detail because, again, I don't want to spoil anything, but you have like Dom doing his thing, Letty's off over here, and then you have the other four over here doing their thing. And I want them together. That's when the movies are magic. That's when they're really good, when they're working together and they're trying to get through their situations together. And in this movie, they're not together. So that's what I did not like most about this film. But I mean, the over the top, the flames, the fire, the bomb, like all that stuff, that was entertaining. I found it entertaining. So maybe it'll go higher on my list in the future. I'm not sure, but I feel like that's a safe place to put it, like kind of in the middle of the pack, because I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's resting comfortably in the mid. Okay, next up, Hobbs and Shaw. Now, I did not rewatch this for Fast X. I didn't. Did not have time, unfortunately. But the thing with Hobbs and Shaw that I noticed, because I've seen it multiple times over and over again, I do like the bantering between The Rock and Jason Statham. Obviously, that's the reason why they got their little spin-off movie here. However, in the course of the movie, it gets old for me. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, I've had enough of this. Like, we're doing way too much of the bantering. It's getting a little old. So for me, that's the drawback of this film, but it's very entertaining. They got some great sequences going on in here. Ridiculous as always. I'm just going to say that for every single movie, ridiculous as always, because every single movie is ridiculous because that's what they're known for. I mean, come on. The Rock is in a car hanging on to a chain and like not moving. Like he's just chilling in the car. Like, no, that's impossible. That would never happen. I don't care how strong you are. That would never happen. Your arm would get ripped off. He's like holding a helicopter by a chain. It's totally ridiculous, but I enjoy the movie. Obviously, I have love for Jason Statham and my mom has love for The Rock. So this is the perfect movie for us to watch together because we get both of our men in one movie. So there we go. All right. Let me get back to the chat and then I will reveal going into the top 5. Yes, I have not mentioned The Fate of the Furious yet. It's in my top 5. Okay. All right. Grady is saying Fast 5 is the best of all of them. John Doe Juggalo is here saying, hey, everyone. Tiana loves movies, mentioning Tina Turner. Yes, we did see that. Very, very upset. She was such an icon and a legend and survivor. Dell on Movies saying, what's up? What's going on, Dell? Thank you so much for popping in. Jesse Johns, I agree. I'm a big Fast and Furious fan, but I think they probably should have ended with 7. Everyone's commenting about Tina Turner. My mom loved Tina Turner, so yes. All right, Dell is saying Fast 5 is in my tops of the franchise. Jay Smith, I've actually never seen Tokyo Drift. Oh, there you go. You may want to watch it now. All right, Matthew's saying, what would you have? That's not about Fast and Furious, so I'm going to skip that. All right, Chance Pryor. Chance, what's going on? Washing dishes and watching. Well, thank you so much. I'm like a podcast to you right now. We have 70 people, but only 49 likes. Slam that like button if you forgot. You have not already. KB Loves Movies is here. I'm assuming your live has ended and you've hopped over, so thank you so much, KB. Susan, good evening all. Dell is saying I went to see Fast X for the stupidity and got it in spades, so I'm happy. Exactly. It's mindless entertainment. You walk in there with your popcorn, your soda, you sit down, you just brace yourself for the idiocy that's going to happen in front of you because you know it's all stupid and it's all so not realistic, but you just go with it and you want to be entertained, and that's what they do. There's a reason why these movies come out right around summertime, summer blockbusters, because they're just mindless entertainment, all of them. I mean, Transformers, we're getting Indiana Jones, like all these movies are mindless entertainment, to me anyway. It's fine to just go and see a movie for mindless entertainment. All right, Dell is saying Fast 4 is boring. Yes, indeed. All right, Caesar is saying the only one I liked was Hobbs and Shaw. That's pretty bad considering that's a spinoff. All right, CS Scott, I have all the movie tickets to the Fast and Furious except for F9. Holland is saying 4 is not memorable. 6, I forgot. I even watched. Dell did not care for Tokyo Drift. Jay Smith saying or asking, was Tokyo Drift straight to video? I don't believe so. I think that actually came out in theater. All right, KB is saying Jason Momoa is everything in Fast X. Yes, he is. Absolutely. All right, it is confirmed Tokyo Drift came to theaters. Okay. Holland's, we can't even remember at this point. All right, Holland's saying I definitely saw Tokyo Drift on the big screen. Johnny's here. Johnny just got done with his conversation with KB. Johnny's saying, what's up, cool kids? You're a cool kid too, Johnny. Once you have your conversation with KB, it's solidified. You're a cool kid. All right, Mizzy's saying, yeah, KB, I agree. Great convo. All right, Brandon Lee saying Jason was brilliant. Mom's saying hi to Johnny. All right, Dell is saying Momoa was absolutely doing his best Joker. Yeah, that's the impression I got, especially because even his wardrobe was a lot of purple. It was like lavender. Okay, like Jason Momoa was pulling off lavender in a Fast and Furious movie. That's pretty impressive, wearing a scrunchie on the top of his head. All right, Cia Scott saying Tokyo Drift isn't my favorite. That is okay. Film Addiction saying, hey, Sue, what's going on, Film Addiction? All right, Adrian is saying, Sue, have you, I did the box set challenge. Are you talking about Tim's box set challenge? Yes, I partook in that. That video has been up for, I believe, 2 days. So you can go check that out. All right, Johnny's saying, Hulk smashed the like button, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, KB saying that Johnny was awesome on the conversation, loved his answers to favorite films. That is awesome. That is great. Grady is saying, I guess I should say Fast 5 is the best, I can't see, the best quality, but my favorite is Fate of the Furious. Okay, let's hop back into my countdown here. All right, so now we are in the top 5. In 5th place, what do you think I have? It's the Fate of the Furious. Fate of the Furious was not going past number 5. Like, it won't go higher than 5th place, in my opinion. But you know what? I feel like Fate of the Furious gets a lot of hate on it as well. Is it over the top? Yes, indeed. I mean, they're stealing a submarine. They're driving on ice. But you know what? It's freaking entertaining. And I noticed upon this latest rewatch that I was laughing way more at Fate of the Furious than I had previously, Not really sure why. Obviously, the dialogue has not changed. It's the same exact words being said over and over every time I watch it. But for some reason, I just found it way funnier. So I was laughing more. I was more entertained by it. Obviously, we're introduced to Charlize in this movie as Cypher. I love Charlize. You guys already know this. I think she's a great villain. I really do. She didn't really do anything major in 9, which is a shame because I feel like she was kind of, her character was wasted in F9, really. There was too much going on, too many characters. So, Fate of the Furious, where we're first introduced to her, really get to see her be just cold-blooded and black-hearted and just non-feeling, non-caring, selfish, bitchy, all those adjectives. And I just love seeing her like that. And yeah, I just found it way more entertaining this time around. So that's why it's in 5th place. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people hate on this movie, but you know what? I just really enjoyed it. So had some fun. And also, I love the scene where The Rock and Jason Statham are in prison. They have the prison breakout and the whole fight scene, the music. I love that part as well. So that's another reason why that movie is elevated for me this time around. Okay, 4th place, we're giving it to the original Fast and Furious movie. You got to respect the original. It had the perfect combo of the car racing and the criminal, the criminal element, which took a more prominent role starting with a certain movie that we're going to get to. But I mean, this was the start, the very beginning. We have our established characters with Paul Walker and Vin Diesel and our supporting characters. Great cast all around. They're so young and babyface. Look at them. But yeah, I mean, there really is no other reason. It's just, I like the 3 other movies better. So that's why this falls into 4th place, honestly. So you can't, I mean, you can beat the original, but the original is the original, and it has its place. It has its place in movie history. I don't know. What am I rambling on for? Movie history. Whatever. All right. The original is in 4th place. All right, Jesse Johns. No spoilers, but how did I feel about the ending of Fast 10, Sue? I'm not calling it Fast X. It sounds weird to me. The ending. I wasn't surprised. I'll just say that with a certain something is what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to call it. A certain something, which I think you know what I'm referring to. I was not surprised. Not at all. All right. My mom loved the ending. Nico, Philip, hey, Sue, have you seen the extended editions of the Fast and Furious franchise? No. All right. C.S. Scott saying the prison fight scene is my favorite from The Fate and the Furious. It's just really good. It like shows off both of their skills really well, and I just find it highly entertaining. It's one of the best fight sequences in the entire franchise to me, so I enjoy it. All right, Mr. Scott saying no problem, Sue. There are many films I enjoy, but I can't see the rest. It's blocking, but everybody hates. Okay. We are getting into the top 3. Well, before that, let me repeat the digital codes. I know I'm a little early, but that's okay. I don't want to interrupt the top 3. All right, digital codes, yet again, if you missed them 15 minutes past, I am repeating them for you. So if you're interested, Twitter, follow, message, you know the deal. All right, we got Beast. We got The Green Knight. Banshees of Inisherin. We've got Young Sherlock Holmes, Halloween Ends, The Black Phone, Nope, and Jurassic World Dominion. There you go. So those are the digital codes. Again, Twitter, follow, message, I'll pick. Okay. So in 3rd place for my fast ranking, Fast and Furious 6. Now, I believe when I did my ranking a couple of years ago, this, I believe, was my number 1 choice. But after rewatching, it's gone down to 3rd place. There really isn't a reason why, because I find this movie highly entertaining. 5, 6, and 7 are my favorites in the franchise. And I love that they're back to back to back from each other. This is when the franchise changed we went from the car racing to the more criminal element and focusing on that. And they're actually the good guys now, working with, The Rock and everything. So I like these movies, these three movies in a row. I like them a lot. So I could interchange these. These could be in any top three position at any time. But with this rewatch, for some reason, six just went to third place. So there isn't an exact reason why. It just went there. So six is third. All right, runner up. What do you think is my runner up? Seven or five? Seven or five? What's your runner up? Seven or five? Let's go to you guys for a second. All right, Ty is saying that eighth place is Hobbs and Shaw, seven is Fate, six is Too Fast. All right. Douglas is saying one day I will have a Fast and Furious movie week. Until then, we can wait for Hobbs and Shaw too. I don't know if we're ever getting that. It's already been a couple of years since Hobbs and Shaw, and I haven't heard anything, so you never know. Grady is saying now that the Fast and Furious is ending, Vin will probably get Marvel to do 15 Groot movies. I like Groot, but I can't listen to I Am Groot all that much, so I don't think so. All right, Jesse's saying, I think the ending wasn't much of an ending, so I wasn't surprised with the ending. So basically, it's Infinity War and Endgame, but I'm looking forward to the end. I like the ending song of the movie. Yes. All right. Jay is saying they really missed the opportunity to call Fast X Fast 10. Fast 10, your seat. Yeah, I heard that too. That was funny. That was funny. C.S. Scott saying, you gotta love Wonder Woman in Fast and Furious 6. Yes. Okay. Tony P is saying 5 for me is the best sequel in my opinion. All right. Grady is saying, I think the two most ridiculous Fast and Furious scenes are the duct tape Pontiac in space from F9, absolutely. And the other being when they're jumping from the skyscraper. Hey, listen, I like that scene. I know it's ridiculous, but jumping from skyscraper to skyscraper in Furious 7, I personally found highly entertaining. So I enjoyed that one. All right. Let's get to second place in my Fast and Furious ranking. What is number 2? It's Furious 7. Furious 7 is my second place. Now, Mama Blu-ray is going to be confused because while we were watching the movies, I said Furious 7 is my favorite. And now I'm putting it at number 2. Thinking about it, rethinking about it, it falls at number 2. Again, I love 5, 6, and 7 equally. I think they're the strongest of the franchise. Yes, ridiculous, but I like that level of ridiculousness. There's like a couple of levels of ridiculousness, and these three movies are just enough, in my opinion. So Furious 7 is just so well directed. James Wan, who is just a great director to begin with, took on Furious 7 and also had a tragedy with the loss of Paul Walker and trying to finish this film and figuring out how to do so. But also you have great action sequences in this movie. I love the bus where Paul Walker is in the bus. He gets locked in there and he has to climb out and over the top. I love that entire thing. And then Letty shoots around and gets him. Says like, you're good. I love that whole thing. That whole sequence. I think it's great. It's on the edge of your seat. Things like that. What else? Oh yeah, when they're jumping from building to building. I love that too. I like that they went to another place. They went to Abu Dhabi. The whole fight sequence between Michelle Rodriguez and what's her name, Ronda Rousey. What a girl fight. Like, I love that. I want more of that. I love that entire, well, we got that in Fast X with Charlize and Michelle Rodriguez, so I'm happy with that. But I love that sequence as well. So you have great moments in Furious 7. James Wan directed the hell out of this movie with some really, really horrible circumstances stacked against it, but he finished it. He finished the film. I just wish that it ended with Furious 7 because it was the perfect ending. Because with the loss of Paul Walker, the way that they ended everything, Dom going one way, Paul Walker going the other way, boom. But you know what? Money talks. And they make more movies, man. They make more movies because this one was so successful because of the horrible circumstances with the loss of Paul Walker. Everyone went to go and see this movie. And so, money talks. As I said, money talks. So they made another one. But I just really love this one because there's a lot of great elements in this movie. You have a great cast. We have the introduction of Ramsey. I like her character. I feel like in 9, she didn't really bring too much, but I feel like in 10, she was a little bit better. But I liked her introduction of her character in 7. So a lot of great things happening in 7. A lot of great things and a lot of bad things. Obviously, you know what my number 1 is. So we'll just, come back in to the live stream. All right, Daniel's saying, hey, Sue and chat. Sorry I came late. Just came back from my SFP orientation NYC. Incoming freshman. Congratulations. That is great. Never apologize for that. That's your future. Like, never mind me. Congratulations. All right, my mom is saying congrats to Daniel. And Ty is saying his favorite is Furious 7. And Johnny is saying, I'll always love the first Fast. That's my number 1. Fantastic. So, my number 1, obviously, is Fast 5. I think I mentioned this earlier, but I feel like Fast 5 is the perfect balance of, car racing, what the franchise was built on, and the criminal element, the criminal activity amped up a little bit. We got a little bit creative. Yes, pulling a huge safe out of a wall and driving with it in downtown and on a highway and it's flipping like 100 times is ridiculous. However, on the scale of ridiculousness in this franchise, it's very tame. It's extremely tame. It's kind of believable. Like, yeah, this could really happen. This could really occur. So that's one of the reasons why Fast 5 is my number 1 favorite. Because it's kind of like the least ridiculous of the entire franchise. Oh, it's ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. But it's not like over the top, like eye rolling. That would never happen. This is completely stupid. The introduction of The Rock in this movie is an important element and them working together. And I just like that dynamic. So Fast 5, baby. Fast 5. Fast 5 is my favorite. Like I said, 5, 6, and 7 could be interchanged any day of the week. But you know what? Fast 5 is consistently in my 1 and 2. I've never put it at 3. It's always either 1 or 2. So this is my number 1 favorite Fast and Furious movie. There we go. So there's all my ranking of the Fast and Furious franchise. Now what are we talking about? We have like 8 minutes left. All right, Jesse Johns is saying, if I like Vin Diesel, watch Bloodshot. Well, I'm not like over the moon for Vin Diesel or anything. He's just like, okay. I don't think Vin Diesel is hot at all whatsoever. I don't even think Jason Momoa is hot. I don't think he's attractive at all. Like, I would not do him at all whatsoever. Not interested. And I know he doesn't want to do me either, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But I'm just like, not my cup of tea. All right. Is that oversharing? Maybe. I don't know. We all have our types. All right. Here we go. Damien is saying, I miss Paul Walker. We all do. C.S. Scott is saying, I love the bank heist vault in Brazil from Fast 5. Absolutely. Grady is saying the Fast 5 tie-in to Fast X was done very well. I agree. I agree that was done well. And I like there was a twist in there. And I like that little twist that I didn't see coming. You know me, I like a twist. All right. My mom's yelling at me. Case and True Love saying my favorite Fast and Furious movies are 5. So 5's your favorite. 7, 2, 5, 7, and 2 Fast, 2 Furious. There we go. Okay. Jesse Johns, I like the character he plays. I'm not saying as a person. Okay. My mom is saying, Susan, bite your tongue. And that is because she loves Jason Momoa. And she's a great big fan of his. I just don't dig it. I'm not into him. I don't like Aquaman. What can I say? I just don't. All right, Jesse Johns. I do think Vin Diesel and Jason Statham are fun to watch. They are. Yeah, they're good. I like their fight scene in 7. That was good. All right, Damien is saying potato. Potato. Fast and Furious 2, Fast, Too Furious, and Furious 7. Well, I don't know why you're saying potato. I'm kind of perplexed by that. Potato. Jesse's saying, I love Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? I mean, it's kind of upsetting that she's no longer Wonder Woman and DC is, this is off topic, but DC is moving on in a different direction and we're losing all of our usual actors as those characters because I feel like without Wonder Woman, what has she got going on? You know what I mean? Like, not very much. So that's a huge loss to her as well. I hope she saved a lot of her money. That's all I got to say. Allie, hey Sue, sorry I'm late. That is okay. As long as you show up, that is all that matters. All right, guys, I think we are going to wrap it up early, actually, because we have 5 minutes left, but we're kind of winding down here. And I'm done with my ranking. So this is going to give you plenty of time to head on over to Bob's Blu-rays channel because he is inducting Huck into the Hall of Fame. So you're not going to want to miss that. So go over to Bob's Blu-rays channel and just, support Huck. He's a major part of this community. He's so much fun. And, you got to support. You got to support Bob and also Huck. All right, so thank you so much, guys, for joining me for the Fast and Furious ranking. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I'm now heading over to Twitter to hand out those digital codes, and I will see you this time next week. Have a good one.